hadn't been on a horse probably since age 16 until we moved here, and I met some people that had horses and became interested in it again as far as having the ability to do it. We'd always lived in the city when I was growing up, and then working and living in the city. Had ridden with the friends that I had ridden their horses before I got my own. And then before we built a barn here, kept my horses at the friend's house, learning how to do a lot of things and deciding whether or not this was a commitment that I really wanted to make before we invested even more money as far as building a barn and fencing pasture and all that kind of stuff. I also wanted a pool, but my husband made me choose. Horses, pool, can't have both. So I chose the horses and was really glad I did. I am not trained. I do not have natural athletic ability. I have no natural rhythm whatsoever. And I still, to this day, after riding my horses for 12 years, I still consider myself a beginner. I still need lessons more than likely, but I don't fall off nearly as often as I used to. It used to be on a regular basis, but not so much anymore. And I have to work at what I do. It just does not come natural for me. You do not take a 2-year-old colt, that's very, very rarely been ridden, and to the chuck wagon races where there's thousands of horses in Clinton, Arkansas, and but everything was going fine. And actually what happened was we got to a place where there were vendors, and you could, we were all on horseback. I was there with several people, and tied my horse to the fence. Well, I tied her between two horses that she did not know, but as I was tying her to the fence, she pulled back. And when she did, it just caught my finger, the tip of my finger in the knot of the rope as I was tying her. And then she came forward, and I'm there, and I'm just, kind of stunned, and then she came forward. Well, then she knocked me into the fence, and it's a metal fence. And a friend came in between them and grabbed me under my shoulder, under my arms, and got me out. And but it wasn't like I was calm, but I just couldn't move. And but I immediately had done this when I got hurt. And another friend was looking at me. She's Karen, are you okay? And I looked down. I said, I think I lost my finger. And I put my hand back. She said, oh yeah, you did. So, that ended my riding for 3 or 4 weeks. But then, because I couldn't pull myself back up on the horse, but I knew I needed to get back. And so I did. As soon as I was able, friends helped push me up and got back on. And I don't do anything to hide it, because I looked into prosthetics just for appearance sake, and there are some unbelievable prosthetics out there. But it's just my daily reminder that my horses can kill me. And to be safe, just to not ever take it for granted, no matter how tame, how calm you think your animals are, they can hurt you. Also had just one horrible accident, I guess, that came off a horse, but as I threw myself off, because I knew I was going to come off, because the saddle had slipped to the side, and I knew I was going to come off, so I threw myself off in the arena, but for whatever reason didn't let go of the reins, and when he hit the end of them, he backed up and backed all over me. In the hospital for a week with 7 broken ribs. 7. Yeah, 7. But yeah, that was quite the experience. But still have him, still riding. So I have tried to learn to sit better, to where I don't come off, because I think I've come off one more time since that happened, and it was on that same horse. But but I have not, knock on a lot of wood, I have not been off a horse in 3 years. I hadn't been hit the ground, so that's good. I'm better. Consider every ride when I come back still on my horse. It was a good ride.